Take care of yourself first. We are all familiar with the phrase, treat others as you would like to be treated. While this is a kind and useful sentiment, when I speak with caregivers, a new phrase comes to mind as I want to tell them, treat yourself as well as you treat others. Caring for a loved one is a tremendous job, and although most caregivers are doing the absolute best they can, they often feel as though they are not doing enough. Many of us forget that we are just one person, and that while we may be capable of pretty extraordinary things, we are still human and have limitations. These limits need to be identified before we become exhausted and experience burnout. There are both physical and emotional ways to practice self-care. Many people are familiar with the physical requirements and already know that healthy diet, rest, exercise, leisure time, and keeping up with annual checkups are crucial elements to self-care. Emotional well-being, on the other hand, is something that we seem to not pay as much attention to. This may be because it is more difficult to see, understand, or because we were never taught how to. One of the most basic ways to practice good emotional self-care is by being kind to yourself. How often do you stop and say to yourself, I am really doing a great job caring for them, even though it's not always easy? Or when you do lose patience with a loved one, you can walk away and say, I know I let my frustration get the best of me, but I can try to do better next time, rather than, I am horrible for yelling at them. The things we say to ourselves have a direct impact on how we think and feel. Why is mindset important? Mindset is everything. Thinking positively about something doesn't mean that you are naive to your circumstances or in denial of what is happening. It means that you are choosing to take the first step in creating change. The recipe for change begins with willingness and an openness to take on a challenge. It is knowing that persistence and repetition are crucial to creating positive habits in caregiving. Finally, it is acknowledging that your mood is going to set the tone for the rest of the day, and that the only person who can control how you feel is you. I am good enough, I am good enough, I am good enough.